And we have a new Be Right Back. But I need to get sorted out again. To send a link to myself. And I realized I need to do this because what happens is a little bit of a, well, it's not a little bit, there's quite a bit of lag on screen. So what happens is that when people respond or they type in chat, when I occasionally do get visitors, what happens is I have no idea what they're responding to because they're responding to something that has happened quite a while ago. I think it's at least like what, a 30-second, almost a 30-second delay, sometimes 20. Yeah, I'm still showing a little bit of lag spikes, but sometimes what happens is that after resetting the router, it does help a little bit. But we're now on the main account. Nope. What I want to do is to repin this. That's the thing, yeah, live stream is tomorrow. Although I think most people are just excited for the Primos, right? Everybody is only excited for the Primos. Nope, this is not good. I still see lag spikes. But we'll make it up as we go along, we'll see. I mean, if it doesn't hold up, then it doesn't hold up. The most important thing is that at least it connects. I can play. The only thing is I probably might struggle to stream. I could record. Adjust the mic a bit because I got a new chair. Okay, now what has changed? First thing, we shall clean this. I set it all to Mora simply because I am broke. But what I did notice though is that, okay, so first thing, Skirk has enough. How much Mora is this? 50k. We have 50k Mora. Why do we have 50k Mora? Is because we have got Escoffier's burst up to... We've got Escoffier's burst up to level 9. I think she is for now pretty much complete. I probably won't crown this. I don't need to. So Skirk has her materials for this. We just need the Mora to get that ascended. Which means that if we have Mora to burn, oh no, okay, that hasn't reset yet, so don't have to stress about that. So if we have Mora, we have resin to spend. What do we spend on? Right, it's not a lot of resin. It is 141. It's not even enough, but we do have 3 condensed as well. Let's look at the character list, right? See who is ascension worthy. Then we get accused of like wailing again. It's probably gonna be like Iluka. I've not completed this part. Okay. Oh, but we do have all of his boss materials done. We do have all of his boss materials done. Any weapons to level? Let's see. I mean, this could probably go into a video, right? At the end of the day, like where I spend my Mora on my resin. We don't have for every point of the entire combined maximum energy capacity, the elemental burst damage of the character is increased by. What's a burst DPS weapon? It's kind of interesting actually. Picked it up somewhere. We have an alley hunter. We have like an alley flash instead, but we do not have that. We have get R4 of Fav Bow. How many Fav Bows do we have? I believe we have 3. 1, 2. No, we have 2. We have 2. And there are R5s too. Which technically means we got R5 of R4. This Fav Bow, level it up. Then we have one more Fav Bow on the account, which is not that short on. Actually, no, I am. One more Fav Bow? Linnea would be a bow user, but they're saying that she uses what? Slingshot. That's the speculation. Well, we're gonna have to spend the resin. We could do it in preparation. One more Fav Bow. Would I need one more Fav Bow? In favor over a sack bow? Probably. Let me see. The thing though is if we do this, or we have materials, okay, we'll just get this up first. Is this today? No, this is not today as well. What I could do is then we condense 2 of them. So I believe this would get this sorted out. Yeah, it does. Friends? No! Party, party. Party. We do the friendship thing. And then what I do need to check on is the transient resin. I'm not sure if I actually bought it yet for the week. And we are on Thursday-ish, depending on which time zone you're in. I probably haven't. Looking at the realm coin status. Let's see though. Nope, we have. Okay, so we have that. Which would then mean that I probably have 1 in my bag, isn't it? Yep. No, it's got 9 days. Okay, we've got more than enough time. Let's hit back first. Now, let's make sure we've done all the boss domains. I believe we have as well. Yeah, okay. Oh, but guys, guess what? We got Mora. Ha. Ooh, I had this problem as well on this account, right? Ooh. Oh, I think was it Ayaka? Was I gonna do Ayaka? Yeah, I think I was gonna do Ayaka. I don't think we need the rest red on Jean. That'd be like what? C4 Jean, just for animal rest red. I don't know. We have time. I'm not gonna stress about it. Now, first order of business is we probably have to collect some artifacts. The reason why is because I'm not sure if I would be awake when my other thing respawns. So we collect the ones first that are... We just randomly collect like 100 artifacts, right? So what we do is we head to all my old spots that I'm not using anymore. Right. That's the thing. I think a lot of people, what they do is that they get very they are very adverse to like, oh, we're gonna learn an artifact route. And I mean, yeah, I'm the same, right? The thing though is that it is actually very possible for you to learn and remember, and once you remember, it's kind of not so it's you won't, it's not easy to forget. Like, you won't forget it, especially if you run the route often enough. Right, so like all these that I'm picking up right now, they are from my old routes, which I don't use anymore. And I could probably squeeze out like 100 investigates from this. Well, if that includes like the Easy Breeze, right? But I'm not as familiar with Easy Breeze, so that's the only thing. And the reason why I'm not as familiar with Easy Breeze is because I've actually not specifically followed a route in Easy Breeze. But what we're gonna do is we will pick up stuff from the old routes first, and then we worry about it later. I think that's fine. So we can recharge his door. Yeah, I like killing trash nowadays. It's just extra Mora that like you can pick up along the way. She get that? No, she didn't. Okay. That one, this one, this one. Then we come here. The reason why this is an old route is because, as you can see, we kind of need to move around quite a bit just to get from spot to spot. And my switching out is a little bit bad from the lag. That's okay. Maybe towards the later part of the evening, it is evening here, what's gonna happen is as less people log in, then like less people on the network, then this might help a little bit. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like get another battle pass. I don't feel very inclined to. Okay, sounds like the music is coming in loud enough. Which maybe means that I can turn it down just a tad. Because it is uncomfortably loud here. I mean, I guess what I could do is like turn up the no, it's not. The sensitivity looks like it's fine. Where was that? Where was I? Battle pass. Needed to clear my throat. Battle pass. I'm not sure I want to get another battle pass. I don't have a particular weapon. So for me, the battle pass now is like primarily for the weapon, right? Like in terms of the materials, I mean the materials are nice, but materials is something that you can pick up over time. So battle pass is always going to be about the weapon, and there isn't a new weapon that I'm very interested in. In fact, I tried to stop getting the battle pass on the last one, right, and be happy with the R3 Battle of the Field. But what happened was, it's such a horrible time in the Onslaught artifact domain, right? Farming for, who was it? Farming for Inefa. Yeah, that was so rage inducing. Like Like all the resin plus all the fragiles plus I don't know all sorts of everything. Couldn't get me any artifacts there. So I tilt burn all the resin in my account, right? All the fragiles. I tilt burn all the fragiles in my account. So we're back up at 14, but I was at 0. And then what happened was that then I got the battle pass. Right. And then when I got the battle pass, so that then I picked the ballot again, right? And then the ballot was R4, and then I said, you know what? Okay, we'll just R5 it since it's already R4. So now that the ballot is R5, I guess the only weapon that is kind of worth getting then would be the deathmatch on the battle pass. I don't know. But it's also coming to a point where I'm not even sure. Like if we do get the battle pass, what's it gonna be for? Who could use it though? If we get a deathmatch, that is like crit rate. That's crit rate, right? Deathmatch probably goes on. If it's a deathmatch, I'll probably put it on Inefa. What's her crit like? Another 12, that puts her at 100. That'll be about 100-ish. But once I do that, then I'll be like committing to another 5. Another 5 battle pass. Because then you probably want to R5 the deathmatch as well. See, the thing with the battle pass also is that I am kind of cautious. Because I don't want to end up with a little like excess of. I don't want to end up with an excess of resources from the battle pass, which is possible, right? Because the battle pass is also going to give you things like books and whatnot. So if you end up with too much books, like nowhere to spend your books and all that kind of thing, then you're kind of also wasting the battle pass a little bit. Hi Miyaki, thanks for joining. Always welcome to love. I would just ramble on. Do you have anything that you want to ask though? Feel free to go ahead. I am just taking a break, I guess you could say, from after editing yesterday's video. I didn't get much of a chance to play yesterday, so all I did was I just did this thing, right? An artifact route for some Mora, and then I logged off. So today would be like back to Mora farming, just trying to get some Mora, because the account is broke again as always, right? And it will still remain broke because the next goal is to crown Skirk's Burst. So we're gonna need another 500,000 Mora. This probably would not this will probably give about 100k. That's my estimate. We'll see when we're done. It might be, yeah, it's probably gonna be like 100k if we're lucky. So we'll get 100k more from here, and then if we're lucky, maybe 200k from elite farming. Where was the next part? It was here. So all these are like B routes, like they're all my old, not B routes. I don't have a B route. These are my old artifact spots which I don't use anymore on my actual route, but they still come in handy. So we're just picking up stuff from here. What I do though is that I make it up after I've exhausted all these. So like all these right now, they are old routes. Where else? Fontaine. Yeah, it would be these spots. I know we can pick up from here. We won't do any extensions though, because I won't be doing any extensions because to do the extensions, I will need to figure out some kind of a route for Easy Breeze. Then we can split the route out for some extra there. But the only problem with doing that, and why I have not done so to create the B route, is because I kind of patched in a lot of spots in Easy Breeze into my current route. So what that means is that if the B routes that I find online have spots that I'm currently using, then I'm gonna have to like change so much that it's just not gonna be worth the effort. So that is the situation. Okay. So we have done Fontaine. Where else? Okay, so from here I'm gonna like start making it up, like just off the top of my head. So what I do know is that there is gonna be some over here. Yeah, great. I think these were from me testing out some of the this was from me testing out some of the stuff that I saw on people's videos. We skipped this because it's potatoes and I've picked it up way too often. So this is how you kind of like learn it along as you go along as well, right? You're gonna pick up potatoes and vegetables from time to time. But after a couple of mistakes, then you kind of remember like, oh yeah, we skipped that one. Then we go here. I mean, like, even if you make a mistake in the route, it kind of doesn't matter so much because, you know, these are all just extra stuff, right? It's extra stuff. It's free. It helps with the Mora situation or the artifact situation if you're leveling stuff. Maybe then you don't have to use your resin just to get fodder or something. Yeah, what's up here? I might have missed stuff, I don't know, but it's up here and then you go down, there should be one there. Yeah. Let me see. Let's just make sure that I've not missed anything. So Inazuma. Oh, yeah, I nearly missed one. Nearly missed one. There it is here. I deleted my marker in Liyue. It's not like Liyue has a couple of easy spots to get to as well. What I like about this spot though is that there's quite a good amount of trash to kill for some extra mana. This is the first time I am seeing the Stream Elements bot chat in my chat window. I have no idea what to do. I have not actually set it up properly. Yeah, it did feel like I missed a lot of bots. And it's all coming back to me now. There we go. Okay, now we should be pretty close to running out. Where was it? It was here. Here there should be 4. But I'll make it up as well over here. Yeah. Oh, I do have some Mora Bank in the form of these, but I don't intend to use it for now. No, which way? I think it was yeah, I think it was this way. Then we go this way, and then we need to find there. Yeah. Turn around somewhere here. There are 4 here. We disconnected the chat back on. Is YouTube back on? Hopefully YouTube can reconnect. Well, it says OBS reconnected, but what I'm not sure is if the stream actually reconnected. It might have not. Oh, good. Don't do this to me. Okay, I'm checking to see if the stream reconnected. It is possible that the stream has not reconnected and I have lost my stream. Okay, that's back up. Now the question is the stream back up? Okay, good. Yeah, the stream is working. Maybe panic there for a sec. I did lose connectivity to the 5G. There we go. Connect to 5G. There we go. Technical problems. All part of this. All part of the tech setup which I am running. Now. So we were heading back to Easy Breeze. And that was where we kind of lost connection. We go to the market. Got the Asha. And here's where I just wing it. Okay. So I guess it might be worth... Okay, the good thing is that with this spot, with this location, right, a lot of it is just gonna be like artifacts anyway, so more often than not, it's gonna be artifacts than like vegetables. I guess I tried this. Yep, that works. So because this area is like pretty big and there are a lot of spawn spots, so I know that you can create an extension route with this. But well, I would break it down like and figure out something, but I've not had as much time as well because of all the videos. So this is on top. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can find some way to squeeze out the energy to the time. I wouldn't call it energy, it's like the time to build the B route. I mean, it all depends on like how the video situation goes, right? Right now, I mean, for most part, that is the main thing that is messing up my routine a little bit is that like I do a video like yesterday, I do a video, I don't finish till like some strange hour, and then what happens is that I'm too tired to go pick up artifacts. So then I pick up at some odd hour, and then I can't reset properly when I log in again because it's not been 24 hours. Yeah, this is as well. That is as well. We should be close to hitting the cap by now. More there. I think these are not though. This is, yes. This is as well. That one's probably like garbage. No, it's not. This as well. Okay. So this is like an okay spot though. I mean, of course, if you have not done this, like what I mentioned, if you've not done this, you don't have a route, then use the newer routes that completely map these areas out, because these areas are faster compared to like heading to all the older locations. That's the thing that I know. Yeah, see, like what now I remember watching from what I watched on the video. What they do is they come up here and then they go down to the right and they circle around. I think though that with that last spot we might actually be at cap. I think. There was one more location. Let me try and find it. It was somewhere along the right side. I think it's here. This doesn't appear, then we might have capped. If all these don't appear, we have capped. I will check here. If the two next to these guys don't appear, we are capped. Yep. So, since we have hit our artifact limit, what we do is we'll kill these guys. I normally leave them alone, but we get rid of them this time. Got to reconfirm? Actually no, there's no need to reconfirm, we've kept. So what I will do is I will here. Right. I have no artifacts that I plan to level at the moment. So we come here and then we do this. So we are about 50 short, but gives us some extra Mora. Ta-da! Okay. So where are we on Mora? There's 275, so we need 4. If it's 400, we may be able to crown God's Burst in 2 days. Anything that I missed on? Oh, okay, now I remember what I wanted to do. Okay, we're gonna have to do more farming, unfortunately. Like really exciting stuff, right? Which is thing. You need to do more farming. How exciting! Now, I see the thing is this. I don't like doing this. I guess like as a stream in general, because I myself find like people doing dailies really boring to watch. You know. But then again, at the same time, this is I mean, I appreciate views, not that I don't. Is that the main goal of this of the streams isn't to like, oh wow, I gotta get views, subscribers, let's do that. No, the main goal of the stream is just an opportunity for like people to hang out if they want. If they want. Like, hey, I'm playing, right? You want to talk to me in-game, you can talk to me in-game. If not, then you want to just chat here, we can chat here. If you have questions that you want to ask, anything that you want to ask, we can, you know, you can always ask me here. Of course, I mean, like, if I can come up with something entertaining for you guys, I would. But for most part, which, you know, all we have is just me rambling here while I clear out my dailies. Right. Because if I'm going to like just be clearing out the dailies in... So this is also my rationale. If I'm going to be clearing out my dailies, I'll be like in front of the computer anyways. If I'm in front of the computer, then like, I'll just hit the live button and see if anybody wants to hang out. So that is the stream rationale for most part. I mean, occasionally then something interesting comes up, right? Or like some interesting idea comes up and then we get to see the beta version of it. Like what happened was the last time with Nebi, where we did the reverse abyss clear of putting skirt on the top side instead. So that was done, but it was done towards the end of the stream though. This is always probably going to be like the worst part. The most boring part is where I log in and I start clearing my dailies first. Well, not dailies, but like some of the daily stuff. So now we get to watch the exciting ore farming. I do hope that I get Ningguang on my alt account, because like you see like the whole, you know, flagging of the ores thing is just so convenient. Because then what happens is that you leave you just create a general marker, right? And then when you spawn in, you can kind of find the ores without having to stress about it. Can get Ningguang in the shop, however, I just find that if I have was it glitter? If I have glitter to spend in the shop, especially for the alt, it's more prudent to be targeting probably like Fischl instead. I mean, for F2P, for an F2P account, I think that trying to get like getting Ningguang from the shop is just a little bit too extravagant. Right, because what we compare? What benefit does Ningguang provide? Well, she finds ores, or you could just like properly mark them out and remember. So yeah, these are luxuries. Ningguang is a luxury. Beyond this, she won't bring that much benefit. We get that, then we teleport back, so that we have a little bit of extra stamina. So you see like that, it's like I know general area, right? Then we move in that direction. As long as I move towards the marker, then I will find like what I need to find. So we have Imaginarium Theatre, right? That's gonna be resetting soon. Oh, I don't know what interesting stuff we could come out from there. I do like theatre. Honestly, it's one of my more preferred formats of play. This theatre though, we have... Ooh, didn't notice that there. This theatre though, it's gonna be Geo. And I mean, Geo theatres actually favor me a lot. Although what's gonna happen then is that like people are just gonna be borrowing Chiori out the gate. And when people borrow Chiori out the gate, it means that if you want to borrow a character from my account, you better book that character the moment theater resets. Even if you intend to not do it at that point in time, because a lot of people borrow the C6s on the account. And I didn't even realize that there was actually a cap right, on the number of times people can actually use your characters. Right. It was only until like recently when I was doing theater in my own account, and then I wanted to borrow my own character from the main, and then it said that like, oh, this account has hit the limit and you can't borrow characters anymore. So it was tragic, but it was okay because I still have friends with some cons on the account. So how about hot tip? If you've made it so far in the VOD or something on the replay, this is a hot tip, okay? Right. If you are looking for people to add to your account for theater, and we're talking about whales, like real whale accounts, right? One of the ways to go about finding whale accounts to add as friends is to play Stygian Onslaught co-op. Maybe I should wait for like someone to actually come in and then give that tip. Never mind. Okay, maybe I'll do that again later. Right? Is the tip to finding whale friends to add to your account for theater would be to play Stygian Onslaught co-op. And the reason for that, maybe I can show you guys after I'm done farming for Oz. I can show you guys, right? Is that there are a lot of whale accounts that actually do co-op and Stygian Onslaught. And I know this because there was a time where co-op in Stygian Onslaught was actually pretty fun. Because the older bosses were primarily DPS checks as compared to mechanics checks. Right? So the grief that I get with like this Onslaught, for example, right? Why I don't play co-op for this one currently is because like for the mushroom is kind of straightforward. If you're running like, for example, say Alakino, right? Then what you want to do is you want to trigger the meter, right? To get the small mushrooms to spawn. Okay? And then after the small mushrooms spawn, you need to group them with a grouper. So there are a couple of mechanics in play here. Now what's gonna happen is this, right? Of course, in order for you to do more damage to the mushroom, you would like to use reactions. Okay, but there are some reactions like overload. So electro would get the meter up faster, right? But if you use electro afterwards on the small mushrooms, the explosions actually would separate them. So that's where the problem comes in with like co-op now in SO, is that people like most co-op players will just anga banga their way through. Okay, and what's gonna happen is that if you do not solve that part of the mechanics, then you're not gonna clear as simple as that, right? But these guys in co-op, they're not gonna care. Like you could explain, and a lot of them, especially on Asia server, like they don't speak English as well, you know, so they're not gonna care, and then you're gonna end up doing the attempt, and then they're gonna leave. So that's the part that is a little bit annoying, because it's like, okay, you know, like your expectations of a carry is just like, I'm not gonna bother to try and contribute. So that's the thing. But yes, I digressed a lot. My whole point ultimately at the end of the day is that if you are trying to get whale accounts to add to your friends list for theater, what you do is you play Stygian Onslaught co-op, you find the accounts that have the higher clear rate, right? And then you just add them and you keep your fingers crossed. I mean, if you actively tried to do it, you would probably get a couple that would accept, I guess, right? Or even if, let's say, for example, you don't target the whales, you just target accounts with like cons on it, you know. That's what I would do anyway. The only reason why I don't do it is because my old account, like just barely has enough characters to clear like heart at this point in time, right? Next from heart would be visionary, but I don't see that account handling visionary in the next year. And for this account for most part is fairly independent, and the friends list is long enough. So I mean any pyro Stygian content for me is basically gonna be a walk. Not Stygian, sorry. Any pyro theaters for me is gonna be a walk. Because first is that I will have Alakino, which is a character that, you know, not as many people have, right? Because everyone ended up focusing on Malvika. So what I have is that I'll bring Alakino from my own account, and then I'll just grab a C5 math from one of the friends list, which would then allow me to just steamroll the theater. In this current iteration though, if the bosses, I checked like I don't know, online, they've not revealed who the bosses are yet, but in this one, if it's gonna be a geo boss, there'll be a C6 R5 Navia that I can use, so worried. Where I usually worry is that if it's too electro or hydro heavy. But I used to worry if it was cryo heavy, but like cryo is a little bit more settled nowadays. Because I have my own Skirk and I have my own Escoffier, which means that I could probably borrow someone's like Ryosley or something. Right. What I do think though is that if you are going to be building like you're going to be building characters for theater, you kind of want to try to lean them towards DPS roles, like just play them as DPS, because for the most part it's a character check then a DPS check, right? And if it's going to be a DPS check, then there's no harm. Like you're going to benefit more from, say for example, like a DPS Sucrose as compared to a support Sucrose in theater. That's my take anyway. The only problem though is that if you do that, then when you do need the support Sucrose, you're gonna struggle a little bit. So I don't know. I mean, of course, then you could say, oh, we'll get 2 sets of artifacts, but that is actually quite expensive. And I know this because I do not actually have many characters that have 2 sets of artifacts. The only character I can think of is, I don't call instructors, okay? I'm talking about like 2 full 5-star sets of artifacts. The only character that I have that has 2 sets is probably Furina. So she runs Golden Troop and she has a Milif set. The Milif set is her secondary set. And stat wise, I believe it is just as good. It's not cracked. It's good. It works. I mean, I used it for Stygian Onslaught as well. But that set was lucky, because what happened in the farming of that set was that it only took me like 5 condensed resin and a full day of resin and the 2 fragiles that I stockpiled from 2 weeks of what's it called? Of teapot, right? So that was 2, yeah, that was it. And with that I rolled it and I built Furina's Milif set. So that was one of the lucky like sets. Aside from Skirk, I think Skirk's finale set though was probably the luckiest. And we have it recorded too. Ha. Like what, we rolled 1 set. We didn't even roll like a duplicate piece, right? We rolled 1 feather. We rolled 1 feather, 1 circlet, and 1 flower. And just through that, Skirk now has as much CV as Alakino, who has been on like the account for ever since her first banner. Well, she's not C6 since her first banner, but she was C1R1 since her first banner. She's always been like the main, one of the main DPSs in this account, so... Honestly, no regrets. Still no regrets. I mean, is Math stronger? Yeah, Math is stronger. Math does much higher damage, has a higher damage ceiling as compared to Alakino as well. But you see, the good thing with Alakino is that you just like button mash and you get away with it, and you don't have to overthink the combos. I have been meaning to learn Math's combos though, even though I do not have Math any account, right? But I don't know, maybe one day people are gonna say like, oh, can you help me clear something? And then I'll be like, yeah, I can, but except that I'm shit with Math's combos. You know what? I'll just pick these up because I don't kill as many of these, and I don't want to run out of these materials. Interestingly though, it said that I was running out of gears, which I'm surprised because I did kill a lot of I did do a lot of ley lines here previously. No, yeah, we're more than good on gears. It's like 3,000. 1,000 here, right? So okay, it's fine. Not to worry about the gears. And I still pick up a couple from like from that lone lava when we do that deep farm anyway, so we will be almost done. That would give us the ores for today. I only have like 100 ores, 100 not ores, 100 what's it called? The weapon enhancement ores. I only have 170 on the ult. That is concerning, which would kind of mean that I should try to farm some ores. I'm a little bit burnt out from ore farming because in the early days of this account, I never missed a day of ore farming. Like I would find some way to scrounge up the ores and get them crafted, right, for weapon ascensions and stuff like that, weapon leveling. So yeah, and then what happens, I think I did it for almost a year and a half, probably 2 years, like day in day out, literally, and then I burnt out. I just got so sick of ore farming that I didn't want to do it. I stopped doing it until I kind of came close to running out, and I did run out, I think, at some point. Then I was like, okay, fine, you know what, let's just try to lock it in whenever we can. I mean, it kind of comes in now as like stuff that I do when I just decide to chill, right? Although me and chill in this game almost very rarely goes hand in hand because I always find something to... Did we get it? Yeah, we got it. Okay. There's the explosives there, you just want to be a little bit careful. Well, you don't have to be careful. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? But it's just, I don't like, as much as I can, I don't like to take damage and then change my team. And I do have intentions to change this team after this. We should have enough, I guess. Yeah, we have enough. But you know what? Since we're doing it, we just visit one more spot, which would be this spot.
Yes.
Incidentally, Fremine was like level 20, I believe, when I first put him on the all team. So he's level 24 now. Believe it or not. Should be on the left. Anything? Yeah, there we go. Well, there's more up there, but okay, I guess we do it. Oh, no, I'm gonna like zap my. I'm gonna have to visit a statue anyway. Okay, so it'll be the last two spots. Actually, no, it's gonna be the last spot. I'm done. I'm done farming ores. Ooh, ores. No. I wanna farm ores. Hopefully it's iron ores, and I don't feel so guilty about it, right? But no, by the time you're actually like gonna take a look, great. See, you get what you wish for. Okay, so now get those crafted. Oh no, it's not this one. We are 3 short, but it's fine. I'll look for the 3 tomorrow. I'll look for the 3 tomorrow. So that gives us that, and start getting ready for what I find to be more interesting stuff. Now, let's see. So we've got this. Not too. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no, sorry. We have one last chore to get done. We have one last chore to get done. And that would be this. I could use some practice on Skirk's combos. I've not done the practice. I've not practiced it since the last live stream. No, it's BP. Am I done with BP though? Actually, no, I'm done with BP. Okay, and I got the outfit as well, right? Let's just check, just to make sure. Okay, yeah, that's good. We don't need to put ourselves through this suffering. Which then means that we put ourselves through a different suffering, right? So you see, technically, if in the grand scheme of things, if we were to be, I guess, a casual player, what else is there to do? Right, you have collected your ores, you have done your artifact route. That is, if you even do an artifact route. You've collected your commissions, and now you're like, oh. What I used to do is like, I used to just do chatting impact, like just talk to your friends, like, hi. And then like, oh, what's next on the banner and stuff like that. But now, at least, I know that I am not gonna be done until we've killed some elites and scrounged up some Mora. Not Mora, actually. How much do we have again? 270. Which is not too bad. I mean, this was what? This was 20,000 sometime back. Right, in the Escoffier build videos, we dropped to like, I think about 50 grand or something like that. At that time, I mean, Skirk was like 699. Escoffier was like 298, 288. I think we got her 288. Right. Still not done a single Mora ley line. I mean, I think I had someone who asked, right? And then like, is this really like how I'm getting my Mora? And actually there is a way to check, which is through the Traveler's Handbook in the Traveler's Handbook app, right? But the thing is that when I tried scrolling down, it was just so long. Like there was just so many lines of like 50 Mora, sorry, like 100, 200 Mora kind of thing. That oh, okay, so I plugged the combo up. It's fine, they will die anyway. Do I have the right weapon on her? No, she's got Finale. Why didn't the Bond of Life trigger though? Why didn't Bond of Life trigger? Let's check that out. I mean, if Columbina alone can. I'm messing up the combo, but it's fine. Yeah, see, I'm like gone back to, no, there is the Bond of Life. But we didn't get it there earlier, right? Notice that. We didn't get Bond of Life triggering. I figured that out. It's okay. Anyway, she's on the wrong weapon. I don't want to deal with... I don't want to deal with that. What weapon can we give her? She overcaps on crit if we give her the Wolf Fang. Use the Moonweaver's Dawn, but Moonweaver's Dawn is R1. I have been using the Moonweaver's Dawn. So... boom. Sprint decreased by 15%. Normal attack damage is increased by... Actually is a not too bad a weapon. Using... After using sprint ultimate... Oh no, it's just... No, it's not that great. Because what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be sprinting into... You're gonna be sprinting into your target or sprinting like around, and then the buff is gonna expire. So we'll put it on the Moonweavers. Yeah, it just takes a while for me to remember that we are trying to use a new combo here. I still have Bond of Life though. No, I don't think it'll be a big deal. Now the question then is can the prototype Ember heal out the Bond of Life? Let's see. Yep, it can. I don't see it on her. I don't see it on her thingamajiggy now. On her HP bar. Got 2 drops. That's nice. We are getting back half. I did... Might have missed the Void Roost there. No, we didn't. We did the charge attack. I don't know. This needs to be done on melee extra dummy, not on like these guys. Reason is because like they don't have the HP. They don't have the HP to like hold up to the test. For most part, they just like croak almost immediately. So what we do is we shall use her first instead. Why don't I pick up the drops? So we look at like Chaos Core, Chaos Circuit, Chaos Device, right? Yeah, a lot of people ask me that question. So these are the Chaos Cores. It's this one. this is why. It's because I've got like more than enough, you know, to level any character that that might need it in the immediate future, right? And what's gonna happen is that like if I pick these up and it hits like inventory full, then I'm gonna have to destroy, which actually now that we mentioned it, I would probably like destroy a couple of these. So the whole act of destroying it actually like takes up quite a bit of time as well. So that's the reason why I don't that's the reason why I don't like, see, you can't go max on this, right? Definitely you do not want to, you don't want to go max, but I would probably like, I don't know, wait, where was it? Not max. Oh, here we go. Right trigger. So if you look at like most of the overworld stuff, I do have quite a fair bit of it. I mean, it was because previously when I used to kill all these guys, I would pick it up. But these days I don't. It's actually slow. It slows you down a little bit to pick it up as well. I mean, not by a big deal, but it does add up. And in a way as well, it kind of makes the whole run a little bit less, more efficient in that sense. We destroy this. And you don't get anything from this, right? Like you see, if you destroy them, you don't get anything as well. So if you're not going to get anything from destroying it, then you might as well not bother picking it up if you have enough. That's a key caveat. So like if I were to say, for example, do a run like this on my alt, I would pick it up because the alt doesn't have as much materials. But on the main, I've done so much overworld farming on this account that for most part I'm not gonna ever need any of these materials. That's the reason why we don't pick up, right? Like these gloomy statues, I honestly cannot even remember. I think there's only one character that uses it. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna check for fish. I'm just looking for ornamentals, if there are any. Oh, okay, yes, you can. You can, right? You can, but first thing is that converting it is, you know, just for the sake of making space is going to cost you Mora. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is that if we are talking about the when you say transmuter, I assume you mean this, right? The parametric transformer. Okay, so for parametric transformer, I only use anything from white ores and above. Okay, so you can use this, you can use these or these. Not star silver. We're talking about ores only. So white and above would be these, right? Amethyst lump and these. Okay. Oh, and these as well. So like Colapis, Clearwater Jade, and Noctilus Jade. And the reason why I only use these is because when you put these into the parametric transformer, it is the highest probability for you to be getting these, right? That is the reason why I don't use like those materials, you know, for parametric transformer. And you kind of want to try and get these, right? Because if you run out of these, then, and you can run out, right? But if you look at like Joe, for example, because I ascended Zibai up, right? And then now I'm in the midst of ascending Iluka. So like I'm out of geocrystals, right? And I don't think I have like I'm out, yeah, see I'm out of cryo as well because I ascended Escoffier, correct? And then I ascended in Nefer, so I'm kind of running out of all these. So you don't want to run out of these crystals, because when you do run out of these crystals, then the only way you can get them is to like burn resin farming boss mobs that you don't need, right? So that is the reason why, like on the parametric transformer side, you know, just use the ores. You don't always get crystals, but it's the highest chance for you to get crystals, right? So it's also always very exciting, like when you trigger the parametric transformer and the entire row is crystals. It has happened before. So yeah, that's the story. But thanks for dropping in. Thanks for dropping in, Fire. Fire Neko. You're a kitty cat too, just like me. Yeah, so I was saying like this material, I think there was only one guy, one character that used it. That's what I vaguely recall. Like I've never seen any other character that uses it. Like sturdy bone shot, how much am I sitting on? Like yeah, I see like which reminds me, okay, we might as well like destroy a couple as well. Don't want to end up, because sometimes I have to pick it up, especially if I'm just trying to rush or something. I pick it up to get to the artifact that I'm trying to pick up. Let's get rid of this. So you see, this is the problem. Like right now, I could be moving along with the farm, but instead I'm like sitting down here trying to destroy and clear up space, right? Why am I here? No, I'm not here. It's like this is if I'm looking for ores, but I'm not looking for ores. I've already cleared that out. We're just clearing out the elites here. The thing is that like Skirt's Burst right now is not one-shotting these guys, and these guys don't have that much HP. Most of the HP is you usually use another element crystal to convert it. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Like ultimately you're still gonna need the crystals. It is possible to, you know, like to have really just not enough crystals. I mean, especially if it's in the early stages of your account. And when I say early stages, I'm talking about like probably like anything maybe under 2 years is my guess. I don't know. That is my guess, because my old account is like probably over a year, like about a year and a half, I think, or coming to a year and a half. And the old account still has a risk of running out of crystals. And the old account does do the parametric transformer. You know. I mean, if you don't, if not, then what do you get from the parametric transform for most parts, right? You're gonna be getting like stuff like you're gonna be getting like weapon ascension materials. That's what I know. Right, or if not, you get like other kind of garbage. So I mean, between that and the crystals, you might as well take the crystals anyway. Yeah, I mean the Mora really, and the Mora does add up sometimes. Like I have hit points where I don't even have the Mora to convert to level up the materials for whatever it is I was trying to do. I know that has happened to me as well. The game is very stingy with Mora. Sometimes more so than people realize. I mean, especially if you're like always building characters, you know. I'm always building characters. That's the difference with like I guess you could say new meta of the game, right? Like if you're a long time player, you would know once upon a time the argument was always like, oh, pick a few that you like and just vertically invest on them. Don't build too many characters because it restricts your resources. But the things like with theater and like all these like, you know, BS mechanics that we have to deal with nowadays, you know, you are going to have to level everyone or as many as you can. Like look at this you know, this current abyss, for example, right? Helps if you have 2 cryo. If you don't have 2 cryo, you know, it's gonna be painful. I mean, sometimes also for me, like the whole elite farming thing, right? For me is that it's not just purely for the Mora as well. I mean, it is still, I guess, action in the game that at least gives you something in return, right? Even though it's like a little bit of Mora, which adds up. You know, it's an action that gives you something. Because if not, what are you gonna do? Like you're gonna rerun, you know, let's say for example you rerun Spiral Abyss. I mean, you can. It's not the most horrible thing. I do it sometimes, but can you imagine doing it like day in day out and like, you know, and not getting any reward from like other forms of completion or something, right? That's the thing. And I mean, Chasm, for example, is not as exciting because the elites are not the elites are mostly single elites like that, right? But like Enkanomiya, you know, Inazuma, that's fun because you're always fighting like 3-4 at once. So it's not. And like right now, for example, like what I was also doing was I was using this to kind of get comfortable with Skirk's combos. Oh, now I know what I forgot to do. Which has helped. I was struggling with the N2D for quite a bit. Yeah, I think it was like 2 days back or something. So I've improved on the Skirk combo and I've got managed to get like some DPS up on it, which is good. I mean, it's free damage. That's the most important thing. But we forgot to kill the ones with the most Mora, which is kind of the goal now. Last up from there you go. Okay. This one I can pick up. I'm not swimming and only pure Mora. There is a table. I mean, there is a table on like what you can potentially, like what gives, you know, the higher chance of whatever it is that you need. There's a table for it. But I never like really dived into it because for me, what I did was when I looked at the table, I saw like, oh, okay, the one that gives the crystals are the ores, and then I never changed it since. All I've done, unless I'm like hyper desperate, most of the time I've just tried to get crystals. Missed one, right? Yeah, I missed one. It's okay. Still has his resistance down, so it's fine. We can clap him now. I guess we clear this first, and then we head to Fontaine after. Gonna be the plan today. Gotta remember the swap. This fight is unnecessarily long for me because I don't change the team out. There's no way they're gonna do that. They clearly, you know, like the game clearly tries to restrict the, you know, like actively restrict what you can, you know, do. I mean, even the elite farming, right? Even elite farming, you're restricted to 400 elites. I mean, like, how much Mora can we really get from it? You know. But the game does it anyway because they're like really such cheapskates. I think she's gonna die, right? Yeah. But I thought. The thing is that by the time I break the shield, right, it's gonna be dead anyway. The hard part here is that, what's it called? The hard part here is that, what's her face? Arlecchino cannot heal. That's the hard part here. That was sloppy. I mean, he's almost dead. I'm just too lazy to. Honestly, if like Bina dies here, Chef could probably like wrap it up anyway. So yeah. That's when you're like too lazy to fight properly. So I think, oh, we were talking about sell options for Mora. Yeah, there's no way they will do it. It's like this game is they're so cheap. They won't even let you like farm the entire map worth of elites. And the whole idea, I think, is just control. They just want to like control, you know, like the rate at which players progress, right? Because and you can kind of see the logic or the rationale for it as well, because for what's it called, for some of the other games, like once characters become way too powerful or way too loaded with resources, right, it sometimes breaks the economy of the game as well. You know, so like what I find with Hoyo, what they're just trying to do is they're just trying to sell you everything if they can. Like they keep the resources low and then sell you everything. These guys are... Misty. Yeah. The hell, they iframed my they iframed my skill. Can't do this anymore. Right. Where to? Contain. Now, that's fine. We'll swap parties so that we can get there faster. I think next banner's not gonna be. A lot of people are like so excited for linear, right? But at the same time, like if you're not pulled by, right, who are you pulling linear for? I know a lot of people don't have a lot of Geo on their account because Geo has never been sexy. Nobody has ever liked Geo. Except me, of course. But I played a lot of Geo because of Ningguang. Right. Because Ningguang was the first character that I got in the account. So because of that, then I ended up just playing a lot of Geo in general. How many pulls do I have though? 70. Okay, don't wanna like do a mistake. 5 there. So 75. Plus the shop, right? Shop's gonna be reset in a couple of days. In 4 days. So it gives 80. It puts us at today. Linnea is cute and pink colored. Yeah, but you're gonna be pulling for a character that, like, if it does nothing for your account, I don't know, man. Expensive. I can't pull purely for. Oh, we don't want him then. We don't want to push him into the trees. I need function, because if not, it's like it's gonna be pain. You're gonna like end up with some endgame content and like that you can't clear, and then it's just gonna drive you absolutely bonkers. Okay, that clears out the legends, right? Yeah, that clears out the legends. Well, the good news is we didn't get any wipes. We were close on Cineas, but we didn't get any wipes. We can swap back. I guess since we're at Fontaine, we might as well just clear it out. There's some on the right here already. Too slow. Nothing. We didn't get anything. Oh, there's ores here. Haha. It respawned. Attractive first, meta usable later. So who is your favorite? Which is your favorite character? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm the kind of person who, like, if you ask that question, I can't answer because I don't like to do favorites. But okay, maybe who are two characters that you like a lot? Like you really like the design, or you just think it's pretty. There's nothing. I think I saw. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Who would be two characters that I like? Oh wait, no, there are two characters. I just can't remember offhand right now. There are two characters. I think Navia is cute. Navia's design is pretty good. Oh, fucking. Daydreaming a little bit. I like Alakino. Alakino's design is really cool as well. She's got the daddy factor. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Do you think anybody like anyone exists in the entire Genshin community, there is someone that exists that thinks that Dori is hot? like in the entire community, right? There's someone who like actually has the hots for Dori. Sandrone hasn't released as well, but I do like her design. Well, she's dead technically, she's still dead. They killed her. They're kinda upset about it. There is one perk for picking Dori though, is that she's rich. If you pick Dori, well, you'll be comfortable. We've done. Oh wait, no. Mid females. Ah, okay. Actually, I have a weakness for the ones with short hair. Which is why like Arlecchino, Sandrone. But I mean, some will argue that Arlecchino actually has long hair, right? But it's tied up. Do you like the Hexarai witches, like Alice and Nicole? A lot of people like the design, but I don't know, like for me doesn't trigger any kind of excitement. Oh, now I remember another character with short hair, Furina. I got pretty far in that combo. I don't know if it was correct though. Do you like Alice and Nicole? Like their designs? Oh, I actually think I did manage to complete the combo for once. It looked like it. I could have been wrong. The skirt, the new skirt combo that I was trying to learn. I will have to check the replay. I don't like the whole thing with Nicole not opening her mouth though. It's a bit it throws me off a little bit. Like it's not mysterious, it's just weird. That was overkill, but it'll be fine. Surprised that it's still alive. I wish Skirk's burst AoE was larger. I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. Wasted some nights all there. That's fine. We just rebuff it, which is fine. I almost crowned her burst first, and this was the reason why. Is that so that I can like farm Mora faster. So it kind of indirectly just pays for itself, right? So what you do is you crown the burst first, and then you farm Mora at a faster rate, and then with that Mora you crown the skill. But what's gonna happen then is that if you need the skill, which actually you don't need the skill, right? Especially if you don't have any outstanding content. 2, 3, 4, 5, charge attack, 2. Because if I had crowned the burst first, yeah, there's no content right now that I desperately need, which desperately needs Skirk to function at like peak. I think like a level 9 or whatever. So maybe that's the mistake. I should have crowned the burst first. Been painful to do it though. I can't bring myself to do it. Because if I change my mind, then I'm like kind of committed. Like now, if I decide like, hey, you know what, forget it. We're gonna stop building Skirk. I think this is fine as well. It's just that, like, right now, then she's just not one-shotting them. The next, I believe the next theater was Hydro Electro, I think, or something like that. Let me go here. This doesn't mean that, like, okay, so just a little bit more and then Fontaine will be cleared out. So we haven't done that much though. So it seems like pretty early. Either that or this team is a lot slower than I'm accustomed to. I mean, ultimately this team is slower than the Binefa combo, that's for sure. But the only reason why they're on is because we're... Oh no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Might be too late. Yep, it's too late. So, if you approach that guy from the top, right? He is more likely to fly. So what you want to do is you want to try to approach him from the side instead, like normal, not from the top and then like just plunge down, that sort of thing. That's what I realized. And the moment they fly, then I just kind of like not bother. I mean, if you have a bow character or something on the team, or like someone that can hit into the sky, then it's fine. I mean, you can go and take him out. But if not, then you're just gonna be waiting for him to come down, and he takes forever to come down. Like an annoying kind of forever. The good news is we can actually see how many artifacts we are picking up today because I have destroyed everything. So we've got 8 and 2 4 stars. It's not bad. It's not bad haul. Okay, I can kind of like demonstrate again. Point? Okay, so you see, like what you want to do is like come at him, not to say that this guarantees that he won't fly, but it's less likely that he flies, right? Whereas if you come at him from the top, he is more likely to fly. That's what I've learned. This clears Fontaine, I believe. Yes, this does. This clears Fontaine. So, okay. The reason why I know this is because I've actually killed quite a lot of Rune Hunters as well. Where have I killed Rune Hunters? Over here. So I mentioned in the guide that we have the Runes of Dari, and I don't visit there anymore, but maybe we can visit there today for nostalgia purposes. Of course, before we get to the Runes of Dari, we just get rid of these two guys. We can take out the Electro one first because he's more dangerous. Almost wasted the burst on him, but I saw... Okay. After that, we can go to the Ruins of Dari. So today will be a special feature. We revisit an old route. So what I used to do... Yeah, I'll just rest after this. What I used to do is after killing these two guys, I will face to the right like this, and then I will jump down towards here. Now what we want to do is we want to see that guy there, we kill him. Sometimes though it's annoying. What he does is that he drops down, and if he drops down, then you either log out and log back in, or you ignore him. More often than not though, I will just log out and log back in, then he'll respawn. But what we want to do is we want to come through the top side here. There we go, Ruin Hunter. Right. And then from here we jump across. Boing. Just like that. And then run up this tree. And there's another Ruin Hunter here. Once you kill him, run to the inside. Then you go down. Right? Because if you go down, if you come from down, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna need to climb up later to get to that guy. The last Ruin Hunter that we killed. So I found that this is actually the better route. See? After you kill these guys, there's another one here. So I'm a very experienced Ruin Hunter murderer. After you kill this guy, to the left, we have one guy here. Just heal up, get some buff. See? Not too bad. Loot wise is not too bad as well. I mean, it's a whole bunch of elites that you can kind of just take out, right? The only thing though is that, I mean, like you can see, okay, so what happens with this one is that it's a lot of elites, but it's one after another as compared to like a huge group at once, which is a lot more exciting. Right, they come here, now I come here, and then this guy's here. So this was my old Sumeru route, which I don't use anymore. With the new Not Cry map, I don't use this anymore. I used to. What's it called? This is Luna 5. Pre-Luna 5, this would have been part of the run. But with the fishers now in Not Cry, there's no need to come here and kill these guys. And also, I mean, like it's not as worth it because they give 200 Mora each, right? Yes, today we showcase the old route. See, so that's the old Ruin of Dari route. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I like doing this because, like, as you can see, right, like for the past, I don't know how long I've been doing this, but for the past hour, all I've been doing is like killing creatures and getting rewarded for it. You know, like at least you get some rewards. You know, And everything is like so near to a waypoint. That's the main perk. So you get to the action very, very quickly. See, so like sometimes these, I pick the white iron is for that purpose, for like parametric transformer. However, I do have a way to actually farm white iron very quickly as well. Although that is, I think, probably like in like really in the realms of people's like not interested to know category. The way to farm large amounts of white ore is also through Legion Onslaught co-op. Because a lot of the times the game takes a while to load up, right? Like while you're waiting for other people to join and all that kind of thing. Then what you do is you just run very quickly to like Liyue or Not Cry, where there are spots right next to the teleporter for you to what you call it? For you to pick up the white ores. That's how I actually once stockpiled a very large amount of white ores. Now of course you might say that, well, you know, you're technically kind of robbing somebody else's world. Yes, you are actually. You are robbing somebody else's world. You're taking stuff without permission. But in all fairness though, it's white ores, nobody's gonna notice it. Unless you try and do it in my world, then I will notice it, but the reason why I ended up doing it in the first place is because also sadly a lot of the times co-op players in Legion Onslaught don't respect your time. Like they might start a co-op game and not get the game going and not like tell you like, oh, we're waiting on someone, or like, oh, I'm doing something. No, they just like make you in limbo, and then you're just standing there and waiting for the guy to like get the game going. And like, what's up, man? What's going on? So that's the reason why I started doing it in the first place. Like, I was just like, oh, you know, if you're gonna waste my time, I'm just gonna pick up some ores. And then after a while, I realized, hey, actually, this is a very good way to get white ores. So that was how I got my stockpile of white ores in this account. Was that when I actually did play Legion co-op a lot more than now. I also passively farmed white ores then. I think I did it till like about like 1015 or something like that. Then I was just like, nah, okay, that's enough. Well, it's enough, right? Technically it was 15 weeks of parametric transformer if we did that, so that was kind of good enough. Okay, this is Sumeru done. Well, not all of Sumeru, we still have this side of it. I guess we could kind of just clear it out, but before we do that, I would like to do first is to take a washroom break. Where can we park ourselves? We park ourselves at Fontaine for a sec. And I get to play with my new... I won't call it new, it's just like that. Okay, I will be right back. Just need to use the washroom for a sec. Just a couple of minutes break. This would be perfect for a commercial, but I'm not whatever the thing is. So yeah, I'll be back.
追加料金が必要です。追加料金が必要です。考えとく。追加料金が必要です。
1 second, just gonna reply to a Reddit post.
お父さんとお母さんがこう言ってたんだ。どれだけ忙しくてもお腹が空いたら楽しくたくさん食べなさいって。だから食べ物を何段も重ねてギュッと。力っていうのはね、サボってると体から逃げちゃうんだよ。君も一緒に トレーニングどう？
追加料金が必要です。考えとく。
おう。うん。あ。はあ。うん。
追加料金が必要です。
お。お。
追加料金が必要です。考えとく。
お父さんとお母さんがこう言ってたんだ。どれだけ忙しくてもお腹が空いたら楽しくたくさん食べなさいって。だから食べ物を何段も重ねてギュッと押しつぶして食べるのが好きなんだ。
No, we're still at 69 subs. I'm trying to get that like last sub, just for the 70. That would have been nice. But no, not yet, not yet. We're still at 69. Someone was asking, so I posted the link to the guide on Reddit today. I mean, just to get some, I guess, awareness out. No one has done this guide for a while. It's kind of outdated, and what I've seen as far as like available guides out there as well, they cover a lot of old routes which requires a lot of walking, right? And it's like it's like getting to spots which are occasionally a little bit inaccessible. So what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be spending some time walking. I mean, of course, not that there's anything with walking, but why walk when you can teleport? Oh no, it was dead. Way to go, waste the burst. See, that's why I add the marker there as well. Because initially, like after fighting, right, you kind of lose your orientation. And then you hit in the wrong way. So the markers, like when you just glance at a marker on the map, then you immediately know that you're heading the wrong way. That's the reason why. Like the markers just help you to get your bearings very quickly, so you don't waste time getting lost. Never done this run like walk like in without a runner on the team though. Highly don't recommend it because it's just gonna be so slow and painful. And I know this because that was how I used to do it long, like maybe like about 2 years, not 2 years, it's probably like a year and a half ago. I've been doing this for quite some time. Not this version though, like my old methods of doing it would be to clean out a lot of the elites from the bounties. Right, and when you do it that way, you can if you kill almost all the elites on the bounties, Actually, no. If you kill all the... Okay, yeah. If you kill all the elites on the bounties, you would cap as well. It will be slower. I think that would take at least more than double the time. Because a lot of these guys that I'm killing, right, you either can't find them on bounties, they can't get rune graders on bounties. And also they include like the stuff that I included. A lot of them are not on the bounty list as well. Right, the rune guards are not on the bounty list. That's right, rune graders. And then what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be like going around killing rune guards, rune hunters, you know, in Liye, which is like a little bit more spaced out. That's the thing that's like not fun at all. The only thing is that they take a really long time to die, as you can see. So it's like you gotta wait for that. You gotta wait for them to actually like complete the whole entire animation. Then you can see what they drop. We aggroed him? Yes, we have. Okay. Let's see if we can like really. Okay, good. There we go. And get the whole entire bunch with him included. What I do want is the... I can pick these up. Oh yeah, I wanted the eggs. Because you can't die on these runs. You occasionally would get like mashed by like 3 rune sentinels doing their AoE attack, and then you get caught in it like coming out of your burst animation or something like that. Then you get clapped, and then you're likely to just revive. And the stream is still okay, so it says OBS is up. Okay, we're back. Not all good. I'm annoyed because today the connection is a little bit unstable, but at least the fighting is back, which is more important. Okay, we actually got a little bit funky for a sec. Where is the rune guard though? Hey, I got cheated of a... rune guard. There should be one there. Where did he go? He fired the rockets at me. I saw the rockets coming. And then he disappeared. Oh no, he clipped here for some reason because there are two batches of drops here. Right. Usually the chaos stuff you pick up from here where he spawns. So I don't know. Maybe the lag the semi disconnect there kind of did something. But I hope we don't keep having connection issues. That would be annoying. I don't like to kill Abyss mages in general. If I can avoid it, I would. And the reason for that is because I don't know, I get the impression that they have a lower drop rate for artifacts, right? And artifacts are actually the meat, and in my opinion, like the main thing that really does give you the extra Mora from these runs. You know, it's not as much the elite. I mean, the elites do add up, right? Like easily just from the elites alone, it's at least like 150k, I think. I wonder why I like swapped to Scalp and figured something I swapped out is because I've been doing so many runs on like other teams, on the other team comps, that like it's just instinctive. The Scalp team is the new team because the old run involved like Columbina in Nefa, but they've gone like to 97 right now. So since they're at 97, there's less need for me to really like be fishing XP from them, right? Whereas Escoffier is new, so she's 80 right now, and Skirk is no, I don't want to do that. And Skirk is only 85, so we can actually pick up a little bit of extra experience for those two, just to balance it out a little bit. Bina though, Bina is like gonna get a shit ton of XP. See, like she's 87, gonna be, because she's on practically every like what do you call it, farming team at the moment. I mean, right now I put her on because it's just for the extra hydro for Skirk, right? Where's Veresa? Veresa is behind Bina. Okay, but the reason why Veresa is behind Bina is because I leveled Bina to 85 for Stygian Onslaught, whereas Veresa was 81. Like, she was just 81 and she just kept accumulating XP because she is the mover in these runs. I mean, she'll probably be the permanent resident mover on these runs anyway. Mainly because she's just that quick, right? But it's fine. I mean, it's not gonna be that easy to get her to like level 90 from this all the way anyway. I reckon she didn't hit level 90 until, let's see, probably by the end of the year. So I'm guessing end of the year, because they say that like, actually no. It's the 80 to 90 that is the same as the 1 to the 80. That's what I vaguely recall anyway. So she's 87, so maybe another 4 months? Maybe? I don't know, we'll see. I mean, worst case I can always like check back on the history of like channel and all that kind of stuff, and that would give me an idea. We'll just do this because by the time we get to the lava, which is the whole idea the whole reason of why we're here, her burst would have come off cooldown. If you're not cleaning the Primos, by the way, don't forget to clean the Primos. They are pinned in the it's the pin command. The code's in the pin command. It's an old code though. It's not that old. It's like probably like 2-3 days old. Are we done with Sumeru? Yes, we are done with Sumeru. We're done with Sumeru. See? Not the worst thing. And we're at 330,000 Mora, right? This was from being broke after this crown here, right? And this is from being broke after leveling Escoffier, crowning this, getting this to 9, right? On the build video, she was at 8, so yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Works for me. Let's go to Economia. Okay, so sometimes you gotta, I realize sometimes you gotta move to this guy to the left because all these rune guards sometimes will wake up, with the exception of that one. So what I try to do is I try and shh the one on the left. But yes, you pick up eggs because sometimes you get stomped by these guys. Like eating a whole bunch of missiles from 2 rune guards is gonna clap you for sure. Oh, wrong way. That was definitely the wrong way.
見ててよ。
I need to. We'll
場所よ。巡れ。
Oh, we only got one. I was hoping that he would. I was hoping that he would like move closer so that we get two of them. Where is Escoffier in terms of levels now? He's halfway through. I mean, you don't do this for the levels anyway, right? Ultimately, that's the thing to remember. You're not doing this to level the character. The levels are just the extras that come along the way. Oh no. Supposed to hit the skill and do the second dash. So that was what I was saying. Okay, we'll demonstrate it again with these guys, right? So what's gonna happen is this. If you come here to the right and then you hit straight to this guy, for example, right? Sometimes, well, okay, he does it now, but sometimes this guy doesn't wake up. And then what's gonna happen is that you're gonna be fighting all these guys, okay? Then come back and have to deal with come back and have to wake up that guy and wait for him to wake up and stuff like that, which is just gonna be unnecessarily slow. So there we go. As you can see, also like what I mentioned earlier, is that if you mess up a Rungat fight, you might die because you're gonna eat a ton of rocket. The same as the Rungats on the in Liya, the 4 of them. Those are worse though because they start spaced out, so they're definitely gonna be firing rockets at you. These guys can kill you as well because what's gonna happen is that sometimes you see you get 3 of them firing that AoE thingy, right? And then you, like, I don't know, you're in the midst of setting up, you are figuring your skills, something like that and whatnot, and then you just eat the entire like damage from 3 of them at the same time, and that'll be like, oh, oops. The only dangerous lava fight is the one in Sumeru, where you gotta fight 2 of them at the same time. We will heal up. Mainly because lavas also give a ton of energy. So okay, so with lavas, right? Feel free to use them as like recharge banks. Because they give a ton of energy, so like if you need to like heal up, just heal up. I like the new way of handling this fight, because it groups all of them. Right. So while the furthest one is coming, then we get the Runga up. Then you get them up. And can, well, in an ideal world, take all 3 out at the same time, but that's, if you have someone with a larger AoE like Mav, then you could probably get them. How do you know, like, sometimes from far whether or not you have extra artifact drops, right? Okay, so you like see over there, if there's 2, it's pretty much an artifact drop. Reason is because they will only, like, a single elite can only drop what's it called? One blue. So if you see 2 blue, as in 1 blue meaning the material, right? Their material. So if you see 2 blues, 1 of it would be the artifact. These scouts burst misses all the time. Now purples, right? Do not assume that it's gonna be a purple material. because sometimes they do not drop the purple materials, right? And that purple is an artifact, which would be like Instructors, Exile, or like... This doesn't apply to these Metatrolls though. Then the reason why it doesn't apply to the Metatrolls is because the Metatrolls can drop the mask and some other bullshit. I forgot what it was. So this will only apply to like the Rune Sentinels and all this kind of stuff. Rune Sentinels, Rune Guards, any other elites except for Metatrolls. The Metatrolls have decoys. They're such scammers. Oh wait, we've been here. There we go. Get some energy. Was it? Yeah, I see they can drop the bronze horn and then they can drop the blue mask. So you can end up with like two. But then again, Metatrolls don't seem to drop a lot of artifacts as well from my experience. Which is why I like to kill anything except those guys in the Abyss Mages. But the thing is though, they are included in the route anyway, because if you're gonna like min-max it, right, and try and find the like just kill the so-called premium elites, then you're gonna what you gain in the possibility of artifacts, you're gonna lose in time. The runs are just gonna take so much longer. I will break these ores simply because I guess I can. It's just extra ores to pick up. I am actually not running out. I believe we have enough for tomorrow as well. Wait, speaking of enough for tomorrow, have I... Never mind. We'll get to that. Oh, I know why. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, we've not picked up the ones that we've commissioned for today. But we'll go back and do that after we're done with Enkanomiya. We'll get Enkanomiya done first, and then we will hit them. See? Should have crowned the burst. That's mistimed. One of the fun things with using like Versa for these runs and fighting Rune Guards is that you can always like play the time the bounce game. Like you know they're gonna jump, right? Hello! Hi Average Casual, welcome, welcome. I'm just doing my daily grind. Like in case someone wants to come in and chit chat and hang out. How has your day been? Is it like the start of the day or the end of the day for you? Wow, it's actually 1 AM here. I wasn't even paying attention to the time. It's actually 1 AM here. Live stream is tomorrow, so we get extra. How much is it? 300 Primos. And then we get to hear like Hoyo try and sell us ideas of like the idea that like the next update is going to be really awesome. I guess we burst. A little bit overkill, but I wonder what's gonna come up though. I don't recall any. They're probably gonna talk about linear. That's for sure. Like if there's gonna be any extra interesting quality of life thing. So again, these two guys, try and pull them together. Saves you a little bit of time. Not a lot, but a little. There we go. Right. I mean, simply because if you're gonna kill one and then walk and kill the other, then it's like, you know, why do it twice when you can do it once, right? Two for the price of one. That's a goal. I mean, ideally you wanna just kill as many as you can at once. I mean, whole purpose is because you got 400 to kill. That's, I mean, idea is you got 400 that you want to kill. Oh. See the thing, this is the thing, right, with coffee. You know, people ask, like people ask me how is she. I think that she's good because her heals, her burst charges so quickly. You know. So in general, if you do not have a team white healer, I think she's worth picking up over Skirl. You don't have both. Right, if you're like in that situation where you don't have both, you're thinking like, oh man, I need, or like a new account kind of thing. Like if it's a new account, you're like, oh, should I pick up coffee or Skirl? Definitely coffee, in my opinion, because Skirl's not gonna function without coffee anyway, but coffee can function without Skirl. And in fact, like I said, on the alt account, right? That was the order. I mean, clearly that was the order. That was the release order as well. But I put coffee on the alt account because of Tianyun. I just needed someone to do some extra off-field damage. Ta-da! We needed someone to do some off-field damage, right? So that's how I ended up getting coffee. And then I realized that her heals are actually really good. Of course, coffee paired with Furina, if you have Furina, is also really good. Oh, okay, I know what happened there. So you see, that's what I mean, right? By how, you know, you can get clapped on these runs sometimes, especially by these guys. If there was a third one and they were all doing that, then Skirl would have been toast there. I mean, it's normal. Like, can't expect to not die. I mean, Gacha is a game where sometimes there's a lot of these like weird one. Well, it's not. Wouldn't call it weird. I call it. I mean, to me, it feels more like more lazy than weird. It's just lazy combat design, which Hoyo like does, right? You know. So, what was I saying? Lazy combat design. What was it? Why was I talking about that? Furina. We're talking about Furina. Coffee, Skirl. Ah, lost my train of thoughts. No. Got distracted by the fighting. Why was I talking about lazy combat design? Why was I talking about lazy combat design? Oh, I lost my train of thought. We're talking about getting caught in the center of this, like, whatever. It will come back to me as we go along. It's fine. Actually, no, it's like it's bugging me. I can't remember what was I saying. Jump. No. Can jump. Okay, in an ideal world, the crab comes here and then everything dies. Yeah, kind of like that. He was a little bit late, but that's still fine. Almost done with Enkanomiya. A little bit more. Okay, so I used to kill like those guys there, but we will skip because there's too much cryo on this, and the last time I went there and tried to deal with them, they were just painful. Unnecessarily painful. It's just some extra trash. So we will ignore them and we'll just head straight to these guys. You run to the furthest because this is why this is the spot that will cause all of them to group up for your nuker or whoever to just take them all out at once. That's the trick. Almost done with Enkanomiya. How long have we been streaming for? 2.5 hours. Who's missing? We are missing Natlan, which is always the worst. Hate doing Natlan. Incidentally though, okay, so incidentally, Natlan is annoying because of the team comp. Versa is not good for dealing with white shields, right? And I know this because I was helping an account out to farm the Mimi Floras, and I actually ran like a Cloran team or something to do it, and it was actually surprisingly a lot easier. So it'll be a matter of like switching out teams, I guess, but the question then is that do we switch out the teams for convenience, or do we try to just try to come on? Okay. Do we switch out the teams for convenience, or do we just bear with it for the experience? That's the thing. Okay, so I guess since we are talking about Natlan, then we might as well just get it done. Get it over and done. How do I remember so many routes? Okay, so it's true. Actually, it's true. Quite a bit of repetition. Yeah, it's actually quite a bit of repetition. So the markers, for example, but I still use the markers, right? So let's do this. So I'll break it down. If you look at Inazuma, okay, here it's kind of like a no-brainer. Like I know, like we come here, so these two right from topmost come down, and then it's the middle because Inazuma is just here. For this island anyway, it's just these two waypoints. So try to remember the waypoints. That helps. And this waypoint come up here, and then I used to have a marker here, but then I took it off. So how I remember is that I used to have a lot more markers, okay, but over time you kind of remember, and then what you do is you condense the markers. You know what I mean? That's how it kind of worked for me. So and then so eventually, like for example, like Enkanomiya, I used to have like a marker here and a marker here. Then I know that like, okay, you know, I just need like one marker here, for example, right here as well. It used to be a marker here and a marker here, I think, or something like that. Then I condensed it. So over time, like you know that like, oh, okay, the marker is just there to help you remember what you kind of wanted to do there. So you start off with like many markers, and then after that you reduce them down. That's one of the ways to save the markers. And then the second is just a lot of repetition, right? Like for me, I've done okay, if we talked about like before I did the guide, I probably only missed since Veresa, I probably only missed less than 10 days of not capping since Veresa's banner. You know, so I've done these routes like quite a fair bit as well. But then again, at the same time, if you ask me, okay, how long did it take for me to remember like the routes? For most part, what I find, especially like from learning artifact routes and all this kind of thing, right? You do it for like maybe a week and you kind of would remember, because there's not much anyway You know, like for these guys, I know that, okay, like here, since I have the marker, it's here, and then it's like down to the statue, you know, here, and then it's here, and then you go there. So I have the marker there to help, but also it's just a repetition. I mean, if you ask me also, if for example we want to change it up and like say, okay, let's farm other elites, for example. So we have the what's it called? These guys, the hunter seekers, right? Like hunter seekers, I from doing the hunter seekers, I know the best spots would be from here, because here you just hit here and there's one here. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, from here you hit, there's one here, and then from here there's two here. So it's just a lot of repetition from also farming a lot of like elites over the months. What I have in like the YouTube video though is really like the most condensed version that I have found, right? So previously what I used to do is I used to really just clean out I used to clean out like, yeah, even these guys like the Praetorian golems and things like that and whatnot. I used to go in and kill all of them, because these guys spawn very near the teleport waypoints as well. So if you want to, so I guess like a more either a variety or more sloppy way to do it, then the elites that you want to go after would be, let me see, you want these guys, you could consider these guys. You want these guys, these guys are okay as well because they spawn in pairs. These guys are good. These guys are good because they're very near the waypoints. These guys are not good. These guys are not good. These guys are not good. These guys are horrible. These guys are very good. These are not rune drakes. Yes, rune drakes are good as well because they all spawn very near waypoints. These guys are good as well. These are not good because they will send you to Watasumi Island where you have to keep like running all over the place. So not good. These are good. These are good but very limited because you only get them in Liyue. They only show the ones in Liyue. They don't show the ones that are like in the newer areas. These are obviously very good because I kill all of them. These are not that great because you gotta move pretty far from the waypoint. These are horrible. Anything else below is and then after the rest are not elites. These are horrible as well. These are horrible. Rune guards are okay, but because they will include the ones in Mondstadt, so those are a little bit further. One second, let's reply to some messages. I used to struggle like with Mandragoras for the carry. But then after like Stygian Onslaught and like killing them almost every other day, I've been missing killing them daily because I split my time with doing videos now as well. But I've been killing them a hell of a lot more, so the Mandragora fight is a little bit better. Like at least I know where to position Kazuha, for example, for the to get the best pull for everything, right? Oops, wrong menu. But how it helps also to remember where they are at is to just remember as a zone. So you do it zone by zone. You know, if you can't remember like trying to remember the whole route, right? You just remember one area, you know, and then slowly kind of work at it from there. rockets. These guys are not the easiest if you're not bringing the counter teams because of the white shields. See, and then all you need is like to eat like both of them firing rockets, and the DPS is like gonna be cooked. See, like you look at the amount of damage that Skirt's burst did to the white shield. It wasn't much at all. Yeah, so like even now I don't remove the markers because they just help for me to remember very quickly. This marker, for example, I put it here because like I know that there are two rune guards there. Yeah, because you need to, they're slow to kill because you need to apply elemental hits, right? And of course, like the Night Soul aligned elemental hits do like more damage to the shield or something like that. So the characters that do better for this, right, would be the ones that that can deal a lot of elemental damage very quickly. So like I found that like Cloran, for example, would be very good, which was who I was like trying out with. But the person was like, "Oh, can you help me farm these?" Right? Then I was like, "Okay, fine. If you know, like if you're free today, can you help me farm these?" I was like, "Okay." Then when I went in, I was just like, "Oh, what team do we use?" Right? So I used what, Columbina? No, didn't have Columbina. I used Inefa, Aino. Well, before Aino Xingqiu. Xingqiu was actually really good, but her Xingqiu was kind of like a bit scuffed. So I swapped it with Aino instead. And then so Aino, Inefa, Escoffier and Cloran. Like that team actually murders these guys because it just breaks the shield so quickly. Ooh. We don't have any burst, and when he comes out of it, he's going to. Okay. Yeah, the reason why they're slow to kill Mav is because Mav is 1 second. No, just meat farming. Can I? Okay, let me just kill these two and then I'll go help my friend with the Mandragora. Plus, you get extra 3,000 Mora. Ha 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 ha. Well, that's not the reason. I mean, I'm always happy to help people. And I do get quite a fair bit of requests for Pigeon Onslaught carries. The real reason why it's not happening now is because like we're so far into like season. Wrong way. Just let me finish. I guess we do it this way. I don't have a very good counter for these guys. Guess we burst through. I'm gonna eat rockets. I knew it. When the freeze actually works against you. Scuffed up everything. Took the wrong one. Yeah, I was waiting for the rockets, then just like I frame it, right? But he was frozen, he refused to fire it off. Now versus gonna die! Fine. This Escoffier's burst is like... I'm getting slightly better with the NA skirt. What do you call it? Combos. Okay. Can go help Lumine now. Just heal up first though. Let's head to Lumine. Okay, let's see. Let's see what she is. Yeah, they are, right? Okay, so the reason why I still clear them is because those drop 600 Mora. That's the only reason why I put up with it.
力っていうのはね、サボってると体から逃げちゃうんだよ。君も一緒にトレーニングどう？お父さんとお母さんがこう言ってたんだ。どれだけ忙しくてもお腹が空いたら楽しくたくさん食べなさいって。だから食べ物を何段も重ねて。
If they didn't drop 600 Mora, I would not have bothered. They're just not worth it. They are borderline worth it only because they're one of the few elites that would drop 600 Mora. We need Azua. Then we will use Arlecchino. Are you around? Are you AFK? You. It's okay. Bina coffee. Bina coffee? I think Bina coffee should be fine. No, he's not lagging. Yeah, I think Bina coffee should be better. Okay. We can start first because no, I need the app here. Come on. I hope we got it. It kinda... I'm not sure if we got it. I hope we got it. Oops.
低温調理。
権限と
Oops. 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 Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to check. Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, let's reset. I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about that cause. I mean, because I generally like just use regular cars, and I can kind of sort it out on my own, right? But yeah, doing that actually helps for like co-ops and all that kind of stuff. So let's give him the R5. Do I have an R5? I might not even have an R5. I think it's an R4. Yeah, R4, R2. Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for the tip. Oh, did he kill it? No, okay, then. If he needs all, okay, so this is the part, right? If he needs all, then we gotta do the kill it when it's like lying down thing. That's the. But that one's easier because like then you don't have to worry about the mushrooms, right? Mushrooms are the ones that, so you can't group them all, then it's gonna be a pain in the butt. It is a little bit slow though, but But thanks for the reminder, Average. That was very crucial. This happens sometimes in co-op. Do you play on mobile, Average, or you play on PC? Once he starts moving, I can start hitting it, I think. Unless his app crashes again. Which it looks like it's PC. Strangely, a lot of people on my friends list play on mobile. I try playing on mobile sometimes, but it feels very difficult for me. Yeah, exactly right. I
権限
I only use mobile if I'm like really desperate. Like traveling or something.
風の行く先
I missed one.
直前には
風を知れ
Awesome.
輝け
風よ
帝王勝利目の下も満足させてあげる
Okay, you know what? Better heal up just in case.
却下する
移して
風の赴くままに
Missed one again. But it's okay. We only need to do it we only need to do it right the first time.
風
So
を知れ
輝け
権限
you got. No, you turn it off. Turn off your. Okay. Hold on. That might have done it. Now I'm most tempted to like leave him on the sex sword. Where is the there it is. There we go. Oh, now now that I have Escoffier, I can like help with the
好きにすればいい
Granny as well. Granny I used to struggle because like not everybody had Escoffier, right? It took so long to rerun. That was the thing. I had to live with without having Escoffier on this account for so long. The thing though is that like now that I finally got Escoffier on this account, I'm not sure how long she would be. I'm not sure how long she would be like the this current cryo cycle, like in terms of mechanics, how long it's gonna stay before they move to some other new shenanigans.
「私に報告か?」聞こう
Yesterday I only got 2 batches and so which Wolf is the easiest. That one is like The one that's kind of rough, which I find is kind of rough, is the... What's this guy called? The crab. For co-op. I mean, solo it's fine. Co-op, because co-op is like a DPS check, right? It's a time check you got, and it's not usually me. It's the other person. Let's just kill them all. If he has a Scorpion, I can... I don't know if I trust his Scorpion though. Actually no, it's probably better this way. Okay, yeah, you run... It's got the Uraku just to make life easier. You reckon she'll still be good? Yeah, okay, so Coffee will still be good for future character for sure. Then it's got, because it's kind of what the situation for me would be then is that I like suffered with a coffeeless skirt for like the entire duration until like they rerun Coffee, and then skirt kind of doesn't do as well. That's the thing that I'm most concerned about. Say that like there's definitely gonna be like some superconducting that they would come up with, some BS like that. It's one of the few accounts that I've seen that has Escoffier, but no as Escoffier but no skirt. I need you here though. You gotta be here. Well, I'm getting better with this combo thing. I hope he's managed to. I hope he managed to. I hope he did enough freeze. You don't have Skirk? You actually put Escoffier to revive your Ayaka from Magical. Yeah. Actually, everybody is like saying... wait. Yeah, everyone is like saying like how the automaton is a Skirk check. I don't think it's actually a Skirk check. It's actually a coffee check. It's actually actually an Escoffier check in my opinion, because if you have Skirk, you know, and you don't have Escoffier, you're gonna struggle to clear. But if you have Escoffier and you have other cryo options, you are gonna clear. So I think like calling it a Skirk check is actually a mistake. Yay! Well, Skirk is finally good. Also, like, I mean, cause I've been working on the combos, right? And it does extend her, like her whatever her meter by quite a bit. What do you need? Let's see, who can he bring for that one? Yeah, if you bring Pyro, then what I would do is I will use what's a face? Yeah, Lanyan. Where's our you know, okay, this one I'm gonna have to explain the mechanics, because there's a way to just it's a way to get all the achievements at once, right? That way we cover all the angles. Let me see. Okay, yeah, now I remember. Only when the second
思うがままに動くのみ。明日もそうだし、毎日そうだよ。
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. It was somewhere here, right? Oh wait, yeah. I've not seen what the Valka quest is like. I heard it's pretty good. Should I like go on YouTube and watch a video of like what the fight was like with regards to like whatever, I don't know. Now when I look at the sword, then it's like then I remember about it.
Poka poka お日様巣作りだ。ゴロゴロ響いて逃げ込んだ。よっ。
classic.
お嬢様の
いやちょっと任せて
Is he gonna spawn it or not? There we go. Oh, his reaction is kind of, the electro is kind of messing up a little bit, but we should be fine. We should be fine, but what we want to do is we want to beat it down a little bit. We just do it the hard way. I mean, what we want to do is we can reduce his HP a little bit. I would need the shield though. And now we kind of just we kind of don't want to get too cute. Can we just brute force it down? And stop. See, only 600. Only 600 more. All the effort. Nah. These guys like on the elite runs. You only want the ones that say elite runs. You only want the ones that say. Yeah. Yeah. That right. That right. Oh no! Might have lost the stream. Oh. I lose the stream. I lose the stream.